Everybody, Mr. S here. Happy Marvelous Monday to everyone, and I hope everyone had a lovely spring break. We're back to our story. Yep, school's in session, and here's a great story to start off this week called The Little Old Man Who Could Not Read. The author is Irma Simonton Black, and the pictures are by Seymour Fleischman. Little fun fact, another story that my daughter enjoyed reading when she was quite young, actually that I read to her, and she really loved it and wants to share with you. Let's get going. I wonder if that could be a problem, not knowing how to read. Let's find out. Once there was a little old man who could not read. He just never wanted to learn. His wife went to the store and bought the food, but can you imagine not being able to read or even not wanting to read? I can't. The little man stayed home and made beautiful toys out of wood. Children all over the world loved his toys, and many wrote to tell him so. But still, the little old man never wanted to learn to read. What problems could come with that? Let's find out. One day, his wife decided to go on a visit. "You will need to go to the store," she said. "Get a can of soup and a big can of spaghetti sauce and some spaghetti. Get some sugar and some milk and some oatmeal. Eat well." And she kissed the old man and left. The old man went to the store. There were rows and rows of cans with pictures on them. And there were rows and rows of cans and boxes without pictures. What were they? The little man did not know, and he didn't like to ask. Wow, that could cause another problem. Not being able to read and not wanting to ask for help. He bought a middle-sized can. It looked like the can of soup his wife brought home. He bought the long box that looked like a spaghetti box and a big can that looked like a spaghetti sauce can. Remember the saying, appearances can be deceiving. He bought a blue box that looked like a sugar box. He bought a round box that looked like an oatmeal box. And last of all, he bought a square carton. It looked like the milk cartons his wife brought home. Oh, we're going to find out how he did. What do you think? "Ah," said the little old man when he got home, "that walk made me hungry. I shall have some hot soup for lunch." He opened the middle-sized can. It was onion soup. The little old man hated onions of any kind, and onion soup worst of all. "Fiddle," he said. "Onion soup? I shall save it for my good wife." Uh-oh. Not off to a good start. At dinner time, the little old man rubbed his hands with pleasure and took down the long box that looked like a spaghetti box and the great big can that looked like a spaghetti sauce can. Beaming, he opened the long box, but the box did not have spaghetti in it. It had wax paper. "Fiddlesticks and fish fur," said the old man. "Who wants to eat wax paper, even with sauce on it? Not I, for one, but I can eat the sauce all by itself." I wonder what he actually got. Let's find out. He reached for the big can. For the first time, he noticed that it had a plastic top on it, so he took that off. That's funny," he said to himself. "I never saw a plastic top on a sauce can. Oh, I do hope this isn't a coffee can. He opened the big can. It was a coffee can. The coffee smelled delicious, but it wasn't much good for a hungry little old man. I concur. Shall I have my oatmeal and milk and sugar instead? He asked himself. Then he answered himself, No, I'll have a cup of coffee and go to bed. In the morning, I'll have a nice big breakfast. By the next morning, he was very, very hungry. Oatmeal, said the old man as he jumped out of bed. I shall put lots and lots of milk and sugar on it. Oh. Sounds like he's really hungry. Let's see what happens. The little old man got the round box and the blue box and the square carton. He put them all on the table. Then he opened the round box. There was no oatmeal in it. It was full of something grainy and white. The old man tasted it carefully. Salt. Fiddles and flutes, said the old man. Who wants milk and sugar on salt? I know I wouldn't. How about you? He opened the blue box and got a spoon to have a sweet taste of sugar. But there was no sugar in the box. It was full of little white flakes. Soap, said the old man sadly. Who wants soap even with milk? Oh, how hungry I am. He opened the square carton to get a drink of milk. But the milk in the carton smelled funny. It was buttermilk. Sour, sour buttermilk. The old man hated buttermilk, but he was so hungry that he drank every drop of it. I suppose I would too if I'm that hungry. Would you? The old man hated onion soup, but at noon he was so hungry that he ate the onion soup. At night the wife came back. The old man was very glad to see her. Wife, he said, I had a bad time. Yes, he did. He told her how he got all mixed up with the cans and cartons and boxes. The long box was not spaghetti. It was wax paper. The blue box was soap flakes. The round box was salt. Oh, wife, please teach me to read. Very well, I shall, said his good wife. First, the old man learned to read the word spaghetti. Next, he learned to read the word milk. So the old man learned his lesson and admitted to that. Pretty smart, pretty strong person to admit his mistake. Then he learned to read the words for everything in the big store. And then he learned to read the words for everything in the world. He's a quick learner. Good for him. Look at all those words there. Can you read some of them? I think I see the word colossal there. Do you see it? But he still made his beautiful toys out of wood. And now he could read the letters the children sent him. And he never, no never, went hungry again. What a great story. And there it is, the little old man who could not read. Hope you enjoyed it. I loved reading it, and a very valuable lesson. You can see that it is so important to be able to read. Can you think of other food items that he might have gotten mixed up had he not known how to read? Why don't you draw some pictures of that, take an image of it, and send it to your teacher? You can send it to me as well down at the comments. I'll have my email address for you. Well, tomorrow's Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Again, as always, take care of one another. Take care of yourselves. Be good humans. And I'll see you mañana. That's a clue what I'll be reading tomorrow.